Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I do an 11 out of 10 job of doing things to the Monkey Cycle Camper Mark II. Cue the intro. Well, you join me today in the Monkey Cycle camper van, and I've just jumped on board because I'm going to the Sidekick's secret lair, the workplace where he works on these like 50k, sort of £1,000 that is, if you didn't know what K is, vans, and makes them into something absolutely awesome. And of course, the Monkey Cycle camper van has now become priceless and is worth at least that, and if not, probably 100,000. So I'm going to go and work on it down there today. He's working on his, and what we're trying to do is get the vans ready. So all those people that have helped donate towards this van are going to get that exclusive invite so that we can go off and do an adventure together. And it would just be cool to get some more steps, some more bits done, so this looks like the best van in the world. I've recently had a play with some of the graphics that I want to put on the side of it. Still 50-50 of what I'm going to do there, but do you know what? We're going to get this van hopefully to a point at least 50% there by the end of today, if possible. And there is no way at any time am I going to just do what I'm told by the Sidekick and make it look like I've done all the work in any way whatsoever. So I've arrived at the Sidekick secret lair, the place, like I said, that he does all the top posh vans and stuff like that. But basically, he's working on his, I'm working on mine. We're going to try and get as much done as we possibly can. Now, it's going to be hard work and it's going to be a proper man's job, and I'm going to drink things like Diet Cola and stuff like that and make myself look like, you know, a proper man looks when he does all these stuff that he does to make it all look really cool. But anyway, the plan of it is to get the camper van done. You can hear the Sidekick in the background. He's obviously having a ginormous poo because he keeps making really weird noise and says, "Come on, baby." Obviously that's what men do as well when they're doing DIY stuff.
Moved.
Do you feel better now?
I'm going to have to hit the other side as well.
It's just like anger management.
Keep going.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I will be when that's out.
So what are you doing to yours? Because obviously I'm doing all the technical stuff, you're just doing the unbolting stuff, yeah?
Well, the Lance is now all on the road.
So you're definitely calling it Lance?
Yeah, look now, it's there, it says Lance.
Is that just because you're cheap and you don't want to buy new graphics?
Yeah, saves on the costs.
Right.
So everything else is done, apart from the original fault that it had, which was the leaking airbags.
Right,
So
okay.
I've now been riding around in it for what, 2 or 3 weeks, blowing the suspension up every couple of days. But today's the day when all that comes out.
So that's why you're hitting it?
That's what I'm hitting it.
Do you know if you undo the bolts, it will come out? You don't just hit it?
I've undone the bolts, but everything's been in there for that long, it's all gone rusty, so
Right.
I've got the...
So everything else is done? So if we open up this door, it's going to be really...
Mechanics.
Oh, mechanics. So if we open up this door, it's going to be like completely finished, yeah?
Open the door.
Oh no, we'll open the door.
We'll leave that for another day.
I thought we were doing a big reveal.
I need to tidy up first. We'll do the reveal once I've tidied up.
So you've done nothing then?
I've done some bits, yeah.
Yeah?
We'll leave it. We'll leave that till later. Let me tidy up first.
Okay.
Leave it.
Okay.
I'm watching. Leave it.
I want to...
No, look, you can't. Everything's all fallen over. We'll do it in a bit.
It's fallen over.
We'll do it in a bit. I've got a hammer in my hand, you know.
Wow. Well, what I'm doing on mine, obviously more technical than the rubbish that he's doing. You can see that I am just sheerly by myself here, drilling these holes because it makes me look like I know what I'm doing, and he's causing loads of noise again. Why filming? Because he's unprofessional. And I am drilling holes because that's what professional people do, they drill holes. So what I'm doing is filling in these holes. So basically I'm cutting a bit of wood like this, sticking it in the hole with a bit of sealant, stopping all the wind from coming up during the night, and making the van look, like you can see, 100% professional, not just bits of wood stuck in holes all over the place. Dude,
Yes!
you just lost your whole rear suspension. Just
That was the idea.
that was why you were hitting it.
Yeah, that's why I've been making all them grunting noises.
I thought you were having a baby.
Ooh.
We're having a ginormous number 2.
That's weight reduction, that is.
What a mess you made of that.
That's an air ride system on an old ambulance.
But we did realise that why it was one valve that just needed pushing back on, really, that was losing all the air. So you've
Yeah, but the pump was knackered anyway, so
he says.
it was.
And then so you're putting on leaf suspension now. So you're going back to the 50s and putting on leaf suspension on the back.
You use leaf springs now.
Do they?
Yeah.
What, on horse and carts?
Yes.
Very good.
This is weight reduction. This is future proofing it, making sure I don't then have problems further down the road. These airbags they're like £200 each.
Are they?
Yeah. So when they go wrong,
Not stick a
that's
balloon
like
on.
800 quid under there. The pump's knackered. That's 300 quid. There was valves and all sorts of stuff that had been bodged up. So I'm getting away with it.
So once you've done that and you fixed it, we're swapping vans then, yeah?
Absolutely no chance.
Nothing wrong with mine.
There's not a lot right with it though either.
Bit jealous again, ain't you? Well, I've filled all of my holes in. I have cut bits of wood out, and look, I've done a really good job of that. You can see that that's very flush and not rubbish at all. Now, Aaron, that donated the money that bought this sideboard, also sent us a sink. That was in the last sort of update to do with this. Absolutely top guy, and I massively appreciate the donation. So my plan now is to fit the sink by myself using 11 out of 10 skills. So it's going to all go perfectly well, and it's not going to be wonky or damage anything in any way.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm making it look like I know what I'm doing by standing and reading instructions with a pencil on my head and stuff.
You know they're not instructions, don't you? That's my notebook.
Yeah, it's got drawings on and everything. And the thing of it is...
They're not drawings for that though, mate.
Yeah, but everybody knows I've got a pencil on me here and a notebook, that they don't know that I don't know what I don't know that I do know that I don't know what I'm doing, so it's all fine. And then I'm just going to drill loads of holes in a minute, and then it'll just fit in nicely. That's all right, isn't it?
Right, you crack on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what professional people do. They just stand around with notebooks. Okay, so the sidekick has come and checked my awesome work, and he completely agrees that I'm brilliant and the best at it all. So what I've basically done is I've drawn a random circle around here, around the size of the sink. I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine. The sidekick's given me these tools. This is a drill bit, in case nobody knows what a drill bit is, and this is a jigsaw. Is it a jigsaw? Yeah. Yes, it's a jigsaw. I know what that is. I've just dropped my drill bit. So I'm going to drill a hole here, and then I'm going to cut around the outside around here kind of thing, and then it's just going to plonk on and fit perfectly. And I've not guessed or winged this in any way at all. So here we go, proper man drilling bench wood thing about to happen for the best sink in the world. Sidekick, I did a thing. I actually did it without your help, and I did it.
Right.
Do you want to come and see my thing?
Do I really want to see it?
Once you've seen this, you're going to offer me a job.
Doubt it. I can see you banging away over there. God.
Well, just get a hammer, mate, and just a few nails, and bada boom, bada bing. Check out this. Now, he's going to be very excited, aren't you?
No.
Look at this. How cool is this? Look, I have a sink.
You put the drawer on upside down.
Yeah, I know, it's because I put the wood the wrong way around. So I'll just paint the top, it'll be fine. What? Come on, what do you think?
It's alright, you've split the wood there, haven't you? So you've broken it.
Well, that was already broken. Don't lift it out.
It's a bit loose as well.
You're not supposed to pick it apart, you know. You're supposed to say, you did a thing. You did it.
You've done half a thing.
What do you mean I've done half a thing? It's singing, isn't it?
You've done something badly, as usual. So it's 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10, and it works.
Well, we don't know if it works yet either, do we?
Well, it's in.
There's a bit of a gap there and there.
You're not going to offer me a job then?
No.
I'm quite proud of myself, just saying.
Right.
I have a sink. It doesn't have a pump yet, but I have a sink and it's going to have water and I can wash up and everything. And one day I'll show you how to do an 11 out of 10 job.
Yeah, whatever.
Lucky man. Well, I did it, and I did it by myself. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you the now sink put in 11 out of 10 helmet head style. Check this bad boy out. Well, I'm pretty much done for today. I've filled the holes, I've put the sink in all by myself, an 11 out of 10 job, looking absolutely awesome. And there's only a few more jobs to do, but it's looking more and more like the monkey cycle camper van and the way I want it to be. So the jobs left to do is obviously I've got to get a bit of board to put over here to obviously tidy that up a bit. We're going to be putting in a ramp in the back out of the sidekicks van and cutting it to length so I can ride a bike straight on the back. We've got to get the wood for the bed steel and make that, so that's another purchase. To get the sink to actually work, I need to get the waste pipe, the water pump, wire it all up, figure out how we're going to do that. So that's also needs to get ordered. And then I want to make a bed at the front as well, but that's just so I can take one of the kids away whenever I go on holiday in it, etc. But pretty much we're most of the way there now. And then of course we've got the outside to do, we've got the graphics to get ordered at some point as well. So the current plan is to paint probably the second half down yellow so we can then get the graphics ordered to be put on. So it's getting there, it's definitely getting there. So I just want to quickly say a massive thank you to the 3 people that's helped towards supporting the camper van, the build, helping us towards getting all these bits done. There is a GoFundMe if you're interested, and you can click on that, or a PayPal link if you're interested in supporting it. The people that have donated towards it are going to get an invite to this sort of adventure once it's done, so they can see it for themselves. We can enjoy a barbecue, go out for some rides and make some epic footage all in the future. No date set for that until the camper van is pretty much done, but we're getting there bit by bit by bit. If you are interested in supporting, there is a GoFundMe link down below, or you can do it via the PayPal link, and anybody that does support towards the camper van build is going to get that invite. So just a massive thank you yet again. So I've done my 11 out of 10, as you've seen. It's just absolutely awesome and you're really jealous. Yeah. How are you getting on with yours? Because at the minute it looks like there's lots of stuff still out.
Well, you know when you buy stuff off eBay,
yeah,
and it says everything you need to do the job?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've just found out that that kit that I've bought that says everything you need to do the job is wrong.
So you now stuffed?
Yeah, basically the van's now stuck on axle stands, the parts are wrong and I can't move it. So
you're in trouble?
I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest.
So what we can do, 11 out of 10 job and just bodge it for now and then order the right bits?
I'm going to try and do something so we can move it, so we've got an axle in it temporarily, and I'm going to send a very strongly worded message to the seller on eBay in a minute and tell them how frustrated I am, and try and get the bits sorted so I can get it done. Yeah.
Do you want to go and hammer something again to get rid of some anger?
Oh yeah, definitely. I need to go and hammer something, definitely.
Bless you. Well, you're getting there though. Once you got the bits, it will be properly leaf suspension, no more air suspension, so you're getting there. Well, there you go. The monkey cycle camper van is getting there, isn't it? It's getting there, and I'm pretty impressed with myself. After you know, showing the sidekick how to do things 11 out of 10 and proving that manual labour probably just isn't for me. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has donated towards the camper van. I can't wait to get it finished so I can literally send you guys an invite on an awesome adventure where you can see it for yourselves. If you're interested in supporting it, then there is a link for the GoFundMe and there is PayPal, etc, etc, and literally all the people that donate towards that are going to get invited on this exclusive adventure where they can see it for themselves in the flesh, that 11 out of 10 camper, and of course we'll have an awesome adventure at the same time. I also want to say a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. These are the people that get to see the videos first. They get their names in the credits, but most of all they support this channel with their hard-earned money, and again I just massively appreciate it. You're all awesome. Please look in the credits for all these awesome people's names. And then of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, the bell button, so you don't miss another episode, and before you disappear, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and a comment. But we live by three, you know, very important things, the three gospels of life, what everybody should live by, and of course that's eat pie, ride motorcycles and be happy. I'll see you in the next bonkers helmet head adventure. Bye bye for now.
Don't wanna be in love if it's not with you. Don't wanna cry that extra tear. Don't